Restoring Illinois to greatness. This is Illinois Rising, presented by the Illinois Opportunity Project and hosted by AM 560's Dan Proft.
Dan, back with Joe Kaiser on this edition of Rising. And Joe, any update on the fate of Alderman Ed Burke, Latino community leader, dedicated public servant for 5 decades? We just celebrated his contributions to the city at the City Club, feted by all of the important people. And, he just had that unfortunate incident where for some reason, probably a bad tip, the federal government raided, federal prosecutors, U.S. Attorney's Office, FBI, raided his offices, aldermanic office, law office, papered over the windows. You can see what was going on. I mean, and this is right as the time that Ann Burke is being re-sworn in as a state Supreme Court justice before she jetted off to the Women's Athletic Club for lunch in her Bentley. So I wonder if we have any updates to make sure that this is settled and so Ed Burke's impeccable reputation isn't besmirched.
Well, like you alluded to, it might just be a mix-up. We don't really know if they're actually going for him. Who knows? There's really no update, but there's interest still around about it because I think people are interested in the idea that a powerful machine figure could come down, but there's really no update on the investigation.
Well, I mean, there's some talk like maybe it has to do with the work comp fund that he's overseeing,
Sure.
and some aldermen were saying, well, maybe we should take that away. I mean, maybe. I mean, maybe to kind of ease the blow, just for appearance's sake. Not that anybody thinks Ed Burke has done anything wrong, but maybe you say, well, we'll give you 3 more security guards if you relinquish oversight of the workers' comp fund, for example. Some kind of deal like that. I mean, when I say Latino community leader, I mean, I know of what I speak, and as does Ed Burke when he speaketh the Spanish. Ed Burke conversing with Acero charter school parents during that strike, when teachers were on strike at the charter schools, and before that was settled.
Yo attempto a hablar español, pero es muy difícil por un caballero con muchos años. No.
Pero sí se entiende.
Como se dice en español, I'm going to do my best
Voy a hacer lo mejor que pueda.
A mí me gusta tener esta oportunidad
Que le gusta tener
apoyar
esta oportunidad de apoyar
los
¿Dónde está
niños,
a los
la
niños
biblioteca?
maestros.
Thanks for that, Ed Burke. Look, I mean, after all those hours he put in learning Spanish on Rosetta Stone, I mean, you're just going to take him out of that aldermanic post? That doesn't seem right.
Yeah, I didn't get most of what he was saying because I don't have the reputation in the Hispanic community that Ed Burke does. don't have his ability.
He was speaking the international language, Joe. He was speaking the language of love of his constituents.
Okay. I being in city council for almost 50 years now, you gain skills like that. He's become a leader. He's become somebody that people can count on. I think it's funny, when this first broke, one of the things he said to reporters, I think the day after his office was papered up, was, I've been investigated several times before and nothing's ever come of those investigations, as if that was his defense for nothing to see here, everything's okay.
Right, exactly.
Like, yes. I don't think people are, when you're investigated, people are impressed. Wow, he got out of that one. What a great guy. He's gotten out of 10 investigations. I think when people see stuff like this, they're wondering why this Ed Burke guy, why he's being investigated over and over and over again. Why are there questions about his reputation in his 50 years in office? I think that's the response, and that's why people remain interested in the story.
Yeah, I thought when they papered over the windows in his aldermanic office in particular, that was like meant to be a Christmas present to Chicago families from the U.S. Attorney's Office, right? You put a little bow on the front door, too, and you really get the feel for it. But maybe not. Maybe, as it has been the case for the better part of the last century, maybe it's just the presents that accrue to the political class. Maybe it's going to be coal in our stockings again in Chicago this year.